Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a video, and in this one I'm going to be teaching you how you can trade successfully, make profits in gems, and pretty much estimate how much the value should go up in demand, and if you are making profit out of stuff you sell, and so on in Pet Simulator 99. And before we start, if you enjoyed this video, haven't already, do make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and join my Discord server from description below. And now let's get started. So firstly, the question arises, why should you trade? Like, the game's primary purpose is to just farm coins, get better pets, and so on. But you would also see, the more you start to become end game, or you start to complete the game, you would need gems to get more pet equip, more egg hatches, and so on. And gems are a vital part in the economy. And one of the best methods right now is trading. Of course, there are more methods like getting the VIP Game Pass, grinding AFKing, and so on. But trading is one of the best methods. As starting off, you might feel like you're not earning much, but the more you progress, the higher the value you can get out of items. Now, in this video, I'm just going to be showing you all how I make a bunch of gems out of just trading a bit every single day, and how every update you can make a profit by investing in future uses, by selling the best mythicals that are on demand and that comes in a new egg, and so on. So yeah, let's get started. So first, starting off, I've joined a random plaza, and the first thing you should do is check if the people in your plaza have over 100,000. Now at this point, many people have a lot of gems because of the inflation right now, which occurs when many people are getting a lot of gems, and that's happening with people having a VIP Game Pass and overnighting millions of gems, and so on. So that's where the prices for users and pets is going higher, such as exclusives. But as you would have seen, the update or the game came out a bit ago. And let me just turn off my trade request right here. So the game came out like 1 or 2 days ago, and the best pet that was in the game was this one, Cybergrominus, and I think I equipped it. Yeah, there you go. And the second best is this Ninja Cat. Now, the easiest pet to get of the best egg is Ninja Turtle. And once the game came out, and after a few hours, I got a bunch of those. I started selling them at 3,000 each, and so on. And that's how you can make a bunch of profit. So suppose if you just come over here, there's a booth, and start selling the Ninja Turtle for like 1,000. Now you would see generally people would not buy it this expensive, as such as in other booths. Like, let's just find some selling rainbow. Even this rainbow mascot is selling for cheaper than 1,000 each, and even this one is selling for 1.25k. Now the reason for this is because since the game has been out for a long time, people are grinding a lot of coins, hence hatching more of these, hence decreasing the value. So these are now going for around 600 each if you're lucky, as you can possibly sell them 600 each and people would buy them. And in my last video, I talked about how I use this method. So you can sell them separately for a bit more expensive, then sell them for more value but a higher quantity. So what I mean by this is you can sell 5 of these for 1.25k, but if you sell one of these for 600, people might buy this rather than that, just because they see like this is more cheaper than that, but they don't see the quantity of it, and most people just usually want one of these, and so on. So one thing I would rather want you to focus on is, once I was selling these, I was selling them for 900 yesterday. Now since the value dropped, less people are buying it, so I have to cut down. But still, if you check over here, this person is not even selling them for like 600 each. He's selling for very cheap, and I think he's selling for around 250 or so on. So that's one thing I would like you to consider. Try to sell them solo, and if you're selling them at mass quantity, try selling them cheaper. So suppose you're selling the normal Ninja Turtle. Now these are really easy to hatch, since you don't have to craft good. And there you go, someone just bought my Rainbow Ninja Turtle, and people aren't buying that, guys. And this is further proof my point. If I just put more right now, people would be more prone to buy it rather than the ones that guy is selling over there. Let me just quickly fill the stock up, just like that. 3 out of 4 and 4 out of 4. There you go. Now by the time you're watching this video, or the next day or so on, the value for these will continue to drop, and so they won't be worth that much. Now, as you can see, this plaza is really empty, as most of the stands are not claimed, and if you see, the people aren't really a lot. I mean, it shows up as a lot of here, but we can't really see much people over here in the stands, and that's not really a good thing. So let's just quickly server hop, try to find a plaza that's decently spread around, and let me just turn on my show at a pet so we can see if people have much uses, and most people don't. So let's just quickly server hop and check out the next server. Now this is mostly based upon what I've experienced and how I've been trading these days and gaining more gems. So if you have any ideas how to make this better or any tips and tricks, do let me know in the comments, as this is my way of how I made profit, and that's how I'm teaching you guys, so how you can trade and make better profit and furthermore increase your value. But yeah, looks like this is also a decent server, not really too good, but yeah, let's just move on to our second point, and that is uses. Now at the start of the game, you must have seen like the huge happy rock right over here. It was worth 90,000 gems. Now if you see, like if you can find one over here, and never mind. So let me just pull out a picture of the Discord server for big games. That's where I mostly find good deals for my users if I'm not selling most of my stuff for a bit more than they should be. And I'll just show you the picture real quick. Now these are two screenshots that people are buying and selling for huge happy rock and the big games Discord server. They are both buying and selling for 350k. Now I want you to consider that buying is the price that people buy it for, which will obviously be less as people want to get a good deal, rather than people selling it for as they want to get a good deal for themselves. So if someone is selling for a high amount of gems, like suppose it's for 400k, and I know that it goes for like 350k, and the person buying it is buying it for 350k, then you would most likely want to trust the person buying it, as they will obviously want a good deal for themselves. And if you are trying to buy it as well, then obviously you'd want to consider how much they are paying for it, as at the end of the day you'll be buying the same pet as well, being the huge happy rock if you're buying the same one or so on. So I'd rather recommend not like caring about how high the sellers sell it, but actually caring about in the medium of how high sellers sell it and how high the people buy it for, and pretty much coming to a conclusion, the midpoint, as suppose someone is buying for 300k, someone is selling for 500k. So think of the value to be like 400k, or like just pretty much compare the offers of people or what they want, and see which is the highly used one, and try to use the same value for yourself. Now another really good tactic to call people around your stand is bringing attention to it. Now of course, if you just be sitting still and people are jumping around all over you saying selling this for cheap and so on, people will most likely ignore you and obviously move on to them and check their stand out. So if you just check and someone just bought ours, so if they bought yours, say thank you maybe, or like greet them, so it makes them more prone and makes them feel like worthwhile, like it's a good thing they're buying from you, and just make them feel a bit better so they'll keep on buying. So like this guy, he's still standing there right over there, so I can see he was interested in buying a bunch of these. Now since he's gone, he's possibly not gonna buy more, but yeah. So if you just check the chart, it says trading this for you, just so you can also say in chat that you want to trade it, so people know, and if they have a huge, then they'll obviously tell you to buy it. And if we just maybe scroll up, it doesn't say, but mostly when I join a good server, people are usually jumping around here and saying like selling rainbow ninja turtle for really cheap and so on. So when people hear the word cheap, they mostly come around your stand because everyone wants cheap and it's just more value for them. So that's also a tactic. Even if it's not really that cheap, try to still make, or say like selling rainbow ninja turtles come fast before stock runs out or so on, so they'll actually be like more prone to come to your stand and check it out. Another good trick is claiming a stand in the front row, as when people spawn in, they'll be most likely to go to this first line first, and suppose you're selling something for really expensive over here, and people are selling for really cheap back there. So people would most likely look at yours first, and if they want to buy it, they would buy it, as obviously they wouldn't have seen the ones at the back, and that just gives you better profit as if you were selling for cheap and in the back. So try to claim your boots in the front, or if not, just claim them anywhere and try to keep an eye whenever someone leaves. Come in the front and claim yours here, like someone just left here. So someone from the back might come and claim it over here, as this area near the stairs is the best part, as most people come along here, and claiming over here or here are the best places you can claim a stand at. So these were some tips that I had for trading, and I thought these would be helpful for you guys. Obviously, if you want to make high profit trades or pretty much want to find users and stuff, the most reliable way is finding them in the Big Games Discord server, which I'll link in the description down below. And there you can find all sort of deals for exclusives, UGs, etc. And you can even find better deals than the Plaza. And I'm still sending them while I'm talking, but yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video, helped you out. If it did, please leave a like and subscribe below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.